Hi, I'm Haley Watson, and you're watching the Roadrunner Spotlight. Today I am joined by Mackenzie Lafferty. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So Mackenzie is on the girls' softball team. She's a sophomore here, and she's a Triton graduate. She's a pitcher on the team, and last year she was a Region 19 Player of the Year. So what are your expectations for this season?
This season, we definitely have some big shoes to fill considering we won our region last year and traveled to Rochester, Minnesota. So definitely some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, that's
to
a
make
good
it
thing,
there.
though.
Yeah.
That you have all the success to have to build off
Yes,
of is
yes.
great. And last year, you were the only pitcher on the team, but I hear this year it's got a little more depth. So you want to tell us about that?
Yes, actually, one of the other pitchers I went to high school with, she's one of my good friends, Gia Sermonaro, and then Jackie Lesher came from Cumberland. They're both very talented pitchers, and I think it's going to help us a lot this year with how we could have, a starter, a closer.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us are able to pitch a whole game through. We could do doubleheaders.
Yeah, I'd imagine that gives you more flexibility for your
Yes,
options
yes.
and everything. All right, great. So and then let's talk about your coach, DiPasquale. He's an excellent coach, and what have you learned from him?
Oh, he's great. I tell everybody every day that if this was a four-year college, I'd love it. I could be with Coach G all the time. But he's one of the best coaches I've ever had playing sports all my life. He really helps everybody in and off the field. Say there's something wrong with your grades, he's always checking, going through our progress reports, everything. That's why we get them checked. If anything happens on the field, right when he's off the field, nothing matters anymore. He's just a smiley self all the time, always helping everyone. He's a great coach.
That's the best kind of personality to have around you.
Yeah.
And so now I hear that you're going on a road trip to Florida. You'll be versing some tough teams. So how's this going to help your team overall?
I think it's going to help us a lot. Considering last year when we went to Florida, we faced a lot of D2, D1 community colleges, so it was kind of tough for us. We didn't do as well as we expected how hard we worked through the fall. But, we saw where we ended up last year. So I think having that competition really prepares us for what we're going to see in the spring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an opportunity for growth, when you
Yes,
come up
yes.
against something like that. So now usually when you're down in Florida, your team goes to Disney World, on your
Yeah,
off day.
yeah.
But I hear you're doing something different this year.
Yes. So instead of going to Disney on our day off, we're going to the Children's Hospital. We've been collecting a bunch of brand new toys for not just children, but teenagers too. Usually they focus more of kid toys. So we have teen toys, toddlers, babies, infants, and we're taking them. We were going to spend a little time, personally give them the toys and play with them, but everything going on with the flu this year, they didn't really want to risk it. But we're definitely going to take the time out of our way and go there and drop the toys off. We have almost 3 bins right now full of toys.
That's an awesome effort.
I'm
It must be
excited.
great to be a part of that
I'm
too.
excited, yeah.
All right, and lastly, overall, there's been great success among the women's team here, and they've supported, your team as well.
The other day, we actually, as a team, after our practice, went to watch the girls, one of their final games, and Coach Coop was actually one of my coaches in high school, so I have a close bond with him. But it's crazy to see how well all the girls' sports are doing, and it just gives us the drive to want to be as good as that. You know what I mean? We see tennis go to finals, and soccer won last year, and all that, so it makes us just want to be up there with them, next to them.
It's an encouraging environment.
Yes, yes.
All right, great.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show with
problem.
us today.
you.
And continue watching our show. Follow us on social media at RCGC Athletics, and we'll see you next week.